morning, East Alabama and West Georgia. Dr. Don in here with you. We have a brand new tornado warning now that's been issued for Elmore County in central Alabama. This is for an observed tornado near Wetumpka, Alabama, moving to the northeast this morning. Let me give you the text of this warning from the National Weather Service. The National Weather Service in Birmingham has issued a tornado warning for central Elmore County in east central Alabama until 11:45 a.m. At 10:54, severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located over Wetumpka, moving northeast at 50 miles per hour. So this is going to be an observed tornado. So this is confirmed. It's not radar indicated. It's not a possible tornado. This is the real deal. So let me give you some times on this. We're talking Eclectic around 11:08 this morning, Kalijah around 11:17, Bama Park at about 11:22, Stillwaters at 11:26, possibly Dadeville around 11:33, Jackson's Gap around 11:34. If the storm holds together, Camp Hill around 11:38, Budston around 11:46, and Daviston 11:52 if this storm holds together. So again, this is a tornado warning. This is an observed tornado near Wetumpka, Alabama, moving to the northeast at around 50 miles per hour. So if you are in the path of this storm, you should be going through your tornado drill, and you should be evacuating to your safe place, which would be in your home, the lowest floor, preferably a basement. In the center of the lowest floor in your home, a hallway, a bathroom, a closet, anywhere away from windows. And you want to make sure you carry some items with you that will help protect you, such as blankets, sheets, pillows, cushions off the couch, maybe a baby bed mattress, futon mattress. And also, if you have access to helmets, such as baseball helmets, bicycle helmets, motorcycle helmets, those are good protection as well. The center of circulation now is going to be just a little bit northeast of Wetumpka. And let me go through a couple of different products here and see if we can pinpoint. And we can. So it's right there along Highway, between Highway 14 and Highway 63 is where we would put that center of circulation at this hour. So if we go here, I'll show you about where we think the tornado is. It's going to be in this general area. And we're getting double there for some reason. We'll try to get that fixed in just a few minutes. But that gives you an idea of about where we think the tornado is. And it is moving in this general direction. So you folks up here in Eclectic, definitely go to your safe place at this time. Sirens are going off there in Elmore County for a possible, not a possible, but for a confirmed tornado, just a little bit east and north of downtown Wetumpka. So downstream, you folks up here in Tallapoosa County, this storm should stay a little bit south and east of Alexander City, and it should stay north of Tallahassee. It's going to be coming right over the Wind Creek State Park area, Lake Martin, very close to Kalijah, our town there on 63. And it'll be moving right over Lake Martin. And then moving, if it holds together, you folks up here in Dadeville need to be going through your tornado evacuation plan. If you're in Jackson's Gap, Dadeville, or maybe even on down here to Camp Hill, you need to go ahead and practice the course of safe, of least regret, and be safe here and go ahead and practice your evacuation plan. I'm just looking at the National Weather Service to see if they have any more information They do not. So the storm's moving northeast at around 50 miles per hour. Put this in motion, and we'll see if we can pick it up on the velocity product. There it goes. Very easy to see. And we bring that back current in this area here. Move the map up where you can see it there. In this general area now, off to the northeast of Wetumpka. And I'm gonna say the rotation is closer to Highway 14 than it is up there at 63. So right there where 63 and 14 intersect east of Wetumpka, where you used to turn left to go up toward Wind Creek there. Used to be a sawmill sitting right there. Stopped there many times as a child with my granddad. Going to Wind Creek to camp. So right there at that intersection of 63 and 14 is about where your rotation is, maybe a little bit south of there. And then it's going to cross over 14 a little bit east of that location. And then up here on 229 north of Tallahassee, probably will be crossing just north of the 14-229 intersection. And then end up in Tallapoosa County, probably north of Reeltown, crossing Highway 49 north of Reeltown. Again, this is an observed tornado. It is confirmed. We do not have any ground truth reports yet of any damage, but the tornado has been observed and confirmed. The National Weather Service office in Birmingham now is continuing the tornado warning for Elmore County. At 11:03, a confirmed tornado was located near Eclectic, or 8 miles east of Wetumpka, moving east-northeast at around 55 miles per hour. Again, you are watching live severe weather coverage. We have a tornado warning in effect now for Elmore County, Alabama. I'll give you some times here in just a bit. And this thing may be taking on more of a right-hand turn. This happens sometimes with stronger storms. So if you're anywhere in that polygon, you want to take cover. So we're talking about, I think probably it stays north of Tallahassee, but, you know, you folks in Tallahassee probably should take the course of least regret here and go ahead and shelter as well. Even you folks in Reeltown, you may also want to go ahead and start going through your tornado evacuation plan as well. I would put the tornado right there along Highway 14, about to cross over Highway 14 just east of the Highway 14, Highway 63 interchange, there a little bit northeast of downtown Wetumpka. In that general area there. And we're moving in this general direction. I still think that it will stay just a little bit north of Tallahassee, but it's too close to call. So you folks in Tallahassee should go ahead, especially if you live in Tallahassee proper or on the north side of Tallahassee. I would suggest you go ahead and go through your evacuation plan. And you know what? We may actually have two areas of rotation along this line as well. So I'm going to call it up here for you folks in Eclectic, near Eclectic and just northeast of Eclectic. Go ahead and take cover as well, because we are actually, this one down here to the south is a little better organized than the one to the north, but our radar is indicating two separate areas of rotation. It's pretty much right there along a line of thunderstorms, so that's not really unusual um, to see that happen. So, yeah, anywhere from Bama Park all the way down to Tallahassee. In southern Tallapoosa County, you should go ahead and go to your safe place. I'm going to go back to the reflectivity, and you can see that these areas of circulation have popped up right there along. And this is the main line. This is the main line of thunderstorms. Behind this line of storms, your threat will end for the day. So two different areas of rotation showing up now. That one just southwest of Reeltown, and then one there just north of Eclectic. So I'll give you some times. On the northern storm, Eclectic about right now. Kalijah at 11:17, Bama Park around 11:22, Stillwater's at 11:26, Dadeville around 11:33, Jackson Gap 11:34, Camp Hill 11:38, Budston 11:46, and Davidston around 11:52. That's for the northern storm. They're just north of Eclectic. And then down here, yeah, Tallahassee around 11:13, Reeltown around 11:19, Notasulga around 11:27. And I just got to tell you, anywhere along this line, from Tallahassee back up to the Elmore County, Tallapoosa County line, as this storm moves off to the east, anywhere along that line, if you live to the east of that, you need to go ahead and start thinking about taking your precautionary measures and go ahead and just hunker down just in case. All right, so here comes the warning. It's about to be extended into Tallapoosa and Lee. So we have new tornado warnings on the way for southern Tallapoosa. If I had to guess, it's going to be for southern Tallapoosa and western Lee, and that will be dropped here in just a second or two. So anywhere basically in southern Tallapoosa, western Lee, extreme eastern Elmore County, you need to exercise your tornado evacuation plan. A tornado warning is now in effect for your counties. While we're waiting on that polygon to drop, let me zoom back out right quick and just show you that we have very heavy rainfall extending from about Ranburne all the way back down into Randolph County to near Wedowee, then down to around Mellow Valley, and then across northwestern Tallapoosa, right now the Tallapoosa-Coosa County line. And then down into central Alabama and a couple of different areas there along the southern end of this line showing some rotation. And so warnings have been issued. And here comes the tornado warning. A brand new tornado warning has just been issued for Lee and Tallapoosa at 11:11 a.m. this morning. A tornado-producing storm was located over Kent or near Tallahassee, moving east at 55 miles per hour. So let's go down here, and I'll show you. Let me give you some times on this. Brand new warning just out. Reeltown 1120, Waverly 1137, Gold Hill around 1141, Tiger Corner around 1144, Oak Bowery 1146. If the storm holds together, Opelika around 1148. So that is a brand new tornado warning now just issued for, let me give you the verbiage on it. The National Weather Service office in Birmingham has issued a tornado warning for northwestern Lee in east central Alabama, southeastern Tallapoosa County, and east central Alabama until noon. At 11:11, a tornado-producing storm was located over Kent or near Tallahassee, moving to the east at around 55 miles per hour. And that is going to be there comes the new volume scan. Let's look at the velocity on that now. It's awfully noisy. Let's switch back to Birmingham. Because that storm is right on top of the radar site down there. Right in this area here. It's a little bit north of Tallahassee. About to cross 49 there, just north of downtown Tallahassee. Switch to Atlanta. Now, Birmingham was better. Going to look at this from a couple of different angles. Yeah, that's not really showing much. All right. So let me zoom in tight. This is the best look we have of the storm at the moment. This is off of the Birmingham radar site. And I'll show you again where we believe this possible tornado is located, right there. And we're moving in this general direction. So if you're on Highway 49 or anywhere on Highway 49 north of Tallahassee, up to the intersection of 49 and 50, you should be in your safe place. Folks, remember, if I'm not talking about your location, you have nothing to worry about right now. As soon as this situation calms down a little bit, we'll look at the rest of the area. But if I'm not talking about your town, then you have nothing to worry about at the moment. This is the only tornado warning that we have in the East Alabama, West Georgia area right now. All right, at 11:12, 11:13, the National Weather Service has just issued a new tornado warning now. This is for Bullock and Montgomery counties down in central Alabama. A tornado-producing storm is located near Pine Hill, or 7 miles southeast of Meadville, moving to the northeast at 55. And then also, of course, at 11:12, the National Weather Service office issued a severe tornado warning for Lee and Tallapoosa. That was for an observed tornado moving to the northeast, just north of Tallahassee, moving east at 55 miles per hour. And let me clear that off the screen, and we will redraw that. We've got a new update. Your possible tornado is in this area. Now, this is not the area that we originally had the observed tornado. That was back over toward Wetumpka. It's the same cell, same cell, but this last warning is for a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado. They're not classifying this one as observed. This is the only tornado warning in East Alabama. This is southern Tallapoosa County and western Lee County. And let's go back over to the reflectivity. And the thing here, folks, that I want you to understand, this is not a supercell thunderstorm that's running out there by itself producing a big, huge, violent tornado. This is a line of thunderstorms, and so there are segments along this line that are beginning to rotate, and that's what's prompted this tornado warning. There for a minute, we had two different areas of rotation showing, and we have that flashing red polygon back in Elmore County. That, when it flashes like that, that is an observed tornado, and that rotation is pretty much out of Elmore County now, so that polygon will drop off here in just a few seconds. I'm just watching the chat room. I'm not seeing anything from the National Weather Service on any type of confirmed damage, which is a good thing. We welcome those of you who are listening to us this morning on God's Country and also on the Classic. We are on the air with live coverage due to a tornado warning for southern Tallapoosa and western Lee counties of east central Alabama. That polygon does not cover Dadeville. It does not cover Alexander City. The only portion of Tallapoosa County that's under the tornado warning would be on the south end of the county. You folks in Camp Hill down to around Waverly. You are in the tornado warning. You're on the very eastern edge of it. But up there, Dadeville, Jackson Gap, Alexander City, and points north, you are not in this tornado warning as of yet. Sirens may be going off countywide in Tallapoosa, but this is for the southern areas. If you're in Tallahassee, you're clear. The storm has moved on to your northeast. Lochapoka, Notasulga, need to pay attention to this. Well, maybe not so much Notasulga, but Lochapoka, you're just a little bit south of the warning polygon. But this entire line is going to move over this entire area, so we could get a quick spin-up tornado anywhere down here, and it's moving into your area now. But to answer your question, Lochapoka, no, you are not under you're not involved in this tornado warning. This is for extreme northwestern Lee County, north of Lochapoka. All right, so now the National Weather Service office in Birmingham has canceled the tornado warning for Elmore County. Let's see. And now they're about to issue They are about to issue a rather large severe thunderstorm warning that's going to cover this entire line. I'm not sure how far north it's going to go. But they're going to issue a very large severe thunderstorm warning. Maybe that's it right there that just populated. So that's going to get, let's see, that'll get Macon County, that will get Montgomery County and Point South. So basically along I-85 and to the southwest for that severe thunderstorm warning that was just issued. So we're doing good. I mean, I know it's storming really hard up there in Randolph County, southeastern Clay, over most of Tallapoosa County, even over into Chambers County. We got some pretty heavy rain going on there, thunder and lightning. But that part of the storm, not severe. The only warning that we have right now in East Alabama is going to be this tornado down here in southern Tallapoosa County. We have a tornado warning in effect for northwestern Lee and southern Tallapoosa County. We'll throw some times back on here. And we are looking at Waverly by 1137, Gold Hill right 1141, Farmville 1141, Tiger Corner 1144, and if it holds together, we're looking at Opelika by 1148. Go back and look at the velocity product. Now, I'm just going to be honest with you. This does not look as strong as it did earlier. Let's go to level 2. And back to the velocity. But the National Weather Service is continuing the tornado warning. They just issued a statement on it. It's now they've upgraded it to observed. Let's see. Now this is going to be a different storm. They're issuing a new storm, a new tornado warning. This is going to be for northern Bullock County. They're talking about a confirmed tornado located over Shopton, or 11 miles west of Union Springs, moving northeast at 55 miles per hour. So there's your new tornado warning, and this will most likely affect Lee County much more so than the first one. So now you folks in the Auburn, Opelika, Lochapoka, even Notasulga areas, you need to go ahead and go to your safe place. This is a brand new tornado warning. This is observed. It is a confirmed tornado, and it's going to be down there between Highway... well, it's just north of I-85. That is just crossed over 199, just north of I-85, just north of Tuskegee. So we're talking this area here just southwest of Notasulga. So if you're in Lochapoka, Beehive, Auburn, Opelika, University of Auburn, all of you guys need to go ahead and start your tornado evacuation plan. And then the other warning up here in Tallapoosa County, that storm is about to move into extreme northwest Lee County as well. So Camp Hill down to Waverly, Oak Bowery, you need to be concerned about this first one coming up out of Tallapoosa County. And you folks down here in Lee County need to be paying attention to the storm down near Notasulga. Birmingham, National Weather Service Office at Birmingham issues a tornado warning. This is an observed tornado for Lee and Macon until 12:15. 11:26, a tornado-producing storm was located near Notasulga, moving to the northeast at 45 miles per hour. Confirmed that the tornado sirens are going off at Auburn University, and they should be. Let's see. There's a look at Auburn University. There's Toomer's Corner. And that, if this storm holds together, will be coming from that direction. I mean, this camera would be looking directly into the direction that the possible tornado will be coming from. Actually, this one is observed. So we know that we have one. Whether or not it's on the ground remains to be seen. So we will keep a very close watch on that shot there at Toomer's Corner. Take you back to the radar. And let me run some times on this storm. We're talking Beehive, 11:36, Lochapoka, 11:37, Jordan-Hare Stadium, 11:44, Auburn, 11:45, Opelika, 11:53 if it holds together. Beulah around 12:09. And again, if it stays together, Valley by 12:13. And then our northern storm right there along Highway 50, right there at the Lee County, Tallapoosa County line. Times on this. Waverly, 11:37. Gold Hill, 11:41. Tiger Corner, 11:44. Opelika, 11:48. And you can see that both of these tornadoes are relatively close together. So maybe 15 miles separating the two. And they're both moving off to the northeast. Go back to the reflectivity. And you can see, again, we do not have individual strong supercell thunderstorms that are producing these tornadoes. These are spin-ups along this line of thunderstorms that's moving into East Alabama. Once we get this line through there, your severe threat will have ended for the day. Yeah, Valley, you're not in the warning yet. You are just outside of the warning polygon. But if the storm holds together and continues to move in your direction, then I would expect southern Chambers County to go under a warning. For those of you listening to us on radio, this is Dr. Don. We're doing live severe weather coverage this morning due to a line of thunderstorms moving into East Alabama that currently has prompted 2 tornado warnings. One for southern Tallapoosa County, and that storm has really pretty much moved into extreme northwestern Lee County now. And then a tornado warning down there for Lee County for a second area of circulation that's crossing out of Macon County into Lee County. It's right there on the county line. So really, the Lee County area, from north all the way down to about just south of Auburn, under the gun right now. National Weather Service office in Birmingham continues the tornado warning for Bullock County. That's down northwest of, it's going to be down here around Union Springs. So we do have a tornado warning down there in Bullock County as well as these two tornado warnings up here in Lee County. We also have an aerial flood advisory for Chilton and Coosa. That's for very heavy rainfall. And again, tornado warning for Lee County for a tornado, observed tornado, moving into the southwestern areas of Lee County and moving directly at Auburn University. Let's go back to our live cam. This particular shot there at Toomer's Drugs, looking back at Toomer's Corner, should be pointed pretty much in the exact direction this storm will be coming from. And you can see the camera is already shaking, and we do have some pretty gusty winds. You can see the trees in the background that are swaying pretty good. Again, folks, if I'm not talking about your town, then you have nothing to worry about. I mean, I know it's raining and thundering and lightning and the wind's blowing, but there are no warnings for your location unless I'm calling your county and the name of your town. The only two warnings in our coverage area right now is going to be for two possible different tornadoes, both of which now are actually in Lee County. One, the north storm, about to cross over 280, right there at the Lee County, Chambers County line. And the other storm has just come into the southwestern side of Lee County, just to the southwest of Auburn, a little bit north of I-85, and is about to move right over at Auburn University. And that's the shot that you see there on the screen. We are beginning to see some lightning. The sky is actually getting brighter back off to the west. Let's look at a couple of other shots here. That's looking back at Toomer's Drugs. And then that is looking east, I believe, from Jordan-Hare Stadium or close by. So that's not the direction we need. We'll need to go back to that first shot. Put the radar in motion so you can kind of get a feel for the motion on these storms. Right there where, is that Wire Road? I believe it is. That's 29. Right there where 29 comes out to the interstates where the heaviest weather is right now in Lee County. Just has crossed over 29. So the storm moving through downtown Auburn right now. National Weather Service Office Birmingham has issued a tornado warning. This is radar indicated for Bullock, Montgomery, and Pike until 12:15. That is for a thunderstorm producing a possible tornado near or south of Montgomery. Yeah, we're watching the live camera out of Auburn as this storm moves through Auburn University to see if we could pick up on anything. I have not seen anything other than a heavy thunderstorm. But this possible tornado should have moved directly over this area that we're looking at here on the radar screen. Or should actually be doing it right now. But I do not see anything other than some heavy rain, gusty lightning, and occasional, or heavy rain, gusty winds, and an occasional lightning strike. So we'll go back to the radar. And now we have let's see, we've got so much going on here. Let me take the reflectivity off. All right, so that makes it a little easier to see the warnings. Officially, we still have that tornado warning for southern Tallapoosa County, even though I think the portion of the storm they were warning for is now up here in northwestern Lee. And then we have that second tornado warning polygon, which covers part of Macon, but that storm's out of Macon now. It's over here in Lee County. And then the orange that you see down, which covers from about Columbus south, and then back over to near Montgomery, that is a severe thunderstorm warning. And then the flashing polygons down around Union Springs are 2 more tornado warnings. I'll put the reflectivity back on. And I got to be honest with you. Let me go back to the velocity. It is really hard to pick out what they are warning on here. No question we have wind. I mean, it's very gusty along that front, but I just don't see anything particular. Let me go back to switch to Atlanta right quick and see what it looks like. All right, we just lost that warning for Tallapoosa County. And yeah. I mean, they certainly know much more about what they're talking about than I do, but I don't see anything that's just glaring at me. That doesn't mean that it's not there, by no means. If the National Weather Service is warning for it, you better believe it's there. I'm just saying I don't see anything that really scares me in the Auburn area, and it should be right over downtown Auburn right now. Let's go back to the live camera. Yeah, I mean, it's windy, no question there. So if you're just joining us, we are doing our live coverage for you this morning, about to be afternoon in Alabama, due to a tornado warning that's in effect for Lee County, Alabama. That is the only warning that we have in the area at the moment, and it is along a line of thunderstorms that's pushing through East Alabama, and just as soon as that line moves through your area, then the threat of severe weather for today will have pretty much ended. While we're waiting on an update from the Weather Service, let me start from the top and go to the bottom for those of you folks who want to know what's happening in your area. We'll start up there right along I-20 in Cleburne County. It is coming down good in Ranburne. Graham, very heavy rainfall up there in northeast Randolph County, stretching all the way back down to around Roxton. We're talking copious amounts of rain there. Just north of Roanoke, just to the southeast of Wedowee. Maybe even some small hail falling there. Highway 431 from Roanoke to Wedowee, just a washout right now. So is Highway 22 from Roanoke all the way back over to Wadley. Things are improving in Clay County, especially from Ashland west, Talladega County now, just some light drizzle over there. All right, so now the National Weather Service has canceled the tornado warning for Lee and Tallapoosa. They've also canceled the tornado warning for Macon, and they continue the tornado warning. Well, this is very confusing, folks, and I'm sorry. We had two different tornado warnings out there. That's what the confusion is. And Lee County actually had two different tornado warnings going at one time. So what they've done, they've canceled the tornado warning for the north storm that also included Tallapoosa County. That's been canceled. They do continue the tornado warning for the central portion of Lee County until 12:15 or 11:15 Central. I'll get this right in a minute. They continue the at 11:42, which was 1 minute ago, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Auburn, moving east at 55. Okay, that makes better sense. They have a typo in there. They're continuing the warning until 12:15 p.m. Central. That's what was throwing me. At 11:42, a severe thunderstorm capable of producing a tornado was located near Auburn, moving east at 55 miles per hour. Okay, so let's go back down there. So we do, they are holding on to this tornado warning down here for Lee County. So right over the city of Auburn. Actually looks like now it's probably between Auburn and Opelika. Moving on off to the northeast. You folks up here at Baines Mill, you want to make sure you're in a safe place. Smith Station, that storm's not going to affect you. It probably will not get up into Chambers County. It's most likely going to stay. Let me just kind of show you where it's at. This is the area of the storm. I've got outlined with that circle right there that is producing the possible tornado, or maybe even a little bit further south. Anywhere along this line, we could see this taking place. But you'll notice that this is moving in this general direction to the northeast. So I think southern Chambers, you're going to stay away from the tornado warning. We'll see, but I don't. You need to be on your P's and Q's up there. But I think it stays south of you. I think it's going to end up crossing over the Chattahoochee River just west of I-185 over in Harris County. And if it holds together, it may continue and may cross on over I-185 there and move very close to or just south of Hamilton. I think it stays north of U. Smith Station. But now understand that the line itself will move right over Smith Station. It's just the portion producing the possible tornado, I think, will stay north of you. Okay, now we have lost the tornado warning for Lee County altogether. And I agree with that. That's what I was saying just a moment ago when we were looking at the velocity. I just couldn't find it. So now we have lost all of our warnings, including that warning for Lee County. And these storms are doing pretty much exactly what I thought they were going to do this afternoon. We've had some multiple tornado warnings down here in South Alabama, and when they get up into the close to the I-85 corridor, they're moving into an area that's a little more stable, so the storms are weakening pretty quick. Even though you'd have a hard time making those folks over there in western Chambers County believe that, because we got some very heavy rainfall over there in western Chambers County for sure. North of Highway 50, northwest of Lafayette, south of Milltown. Very heavy rainfall there. About to move into Pennon, about to move into the Marcoot area. That's the area that just moved through Buxton, and we got several reports on that from Buxton when it moved through. So very, very heavy rainfall headed for Lafayette, Buffalo, Pennon, and eventually 5 Points. Very heavy rainfall up here in Randolph County, just to the east of Wedowee up there on Highway 87. Heavy rainfall moving into Roanoke, but nothing severe. Nothing severe up here at the moment. The tornado watch is south of Chambers County, so basically from Auburn back over to Wetumpka and south is where the tornado watch is. And the strongest area of activity is moving through that area now. So once it clears, the severe threat will end quickly. They've already removed several counties back over here in West Alabama from the tornado watch. So, yes, the tornado warning for Lee County has been canceled. All clear for Auburn University and Lee County. If you have gone to your evacuation place, you can now resume normal scheduled programming as the tornado warning has been canceled. Before we sign off, I want to go back up and take one quick peek back at downtown Auburn, and you can see, and now there's no question, it is still raining and windy and occasional lightning strike there in Auburn, but the tornado warning has been canceled. And we'll look at things from a couple of different perspectives here, and you can see that it is just really pouring in downtown Auburn right now. Not a good drive. Certainly don't want to be out roaming around in it, but the good news here is the tornado warning has been canceled for Lee County by the National Weather Service. Well, Mary Wilkins, I got a question for you. Why in the world was you out driving? I'll let you answer that question. So, we are not going to stay on with long-form coverage today. Obviously, the timing is just right in the middle of the day, and I have all kinds of obligations. But I can tell you that if a warning is issued, if it becomes a life-threatening situation, I will be right back with you, and we'll continue with coverage for you here on Dr. Don's Weather. The main reason we were on was due to that tornado warning for Lee County. That has been canceled. So we will be breaking away from our coverage now. And if you would like to support us, all you have to do is send us stars on Facebook. There's a link on all of our videos. It's very quick and fast and secure. And if you're over on YouTube, you can go to drdonwx.com. There is a donate button there on our homepage, upper right-hand corner, where you can click and send us some support. If you'd like to do that, we certainly would appreciate it. Right quick before we go, the National Weather Service has just canceled the tornado watch for Elmore and Montgomery counties. So that's what I'm saying very quickly here now. We will start to see more and more counties in East Alabama cleared from that tornado watch as the main line moves on through into Georgia. Could be a very, very active afternoon in middle and southern Georgia. We're talking basically from Macon down to Albany and Point South. Over the next couple of 2 or 3 hours could be very active. We have a brand new tornado watch over there, and so we'll be watching that for our Georgia folks. And we have round number 2 of severe weather quite possibly tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. You've heard me say many times before, this is a setup where you do not want sunshine. So tomorrow, the more sunshine we get tomorrow, the better our chances will be of severe weather tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow night. So remain weather aware. Of course, I'll update you as we go throughout this event. And if there is good information either way, whether we think we're going to still have a good chance or not, I may very well come back and do an update for you sometime this evening with some more information. A lot of whatabouts going on the board. I see you. But if I haven't talked about your community, you have nothing to worry about this afternoon. So that'll do it for this coverage. I'll continue to update you via post on social media. You guys stay safe out there. And if conditions warrant, I'll be right back with you on Dr. Don's Weather.